Hey y'all, if you're new here, I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel. And if you're not new here, hey boo, I see you coming back. Y'all some real ones because y'all here every Wednesday or whatever. For today's video, I'm so freaking stoked because I had this entire wedding series on my channel, but then obviously I got married and the wedding content was over. But now, one of my best friends in the entire world, we've been friends since like middle school, she's finally getting married, and you guys, it makes me emotional. Like, wedding dress shopping, I cried. Looking at these photos, I cried. Like, I'm so freaking happy for her. So if you are here for my wedding content, here is some more to show you. And I know a bunch of you have asked me, like, where's your wedding video, sis? Like, why is your wedding video not up? It was an entire thing when I was trying to get monetized. There was copyright music claims, but none of it really affects my channel now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back up. So if you've been along on the wedding journey and you never got to see my final video, that is up now. You can watch it, watch it after this video, but it will be linked down below. It is beautiful, it is magical, it is literally everything I wanted it to be. But today we are going to be talking about how to take your own engagement pictures, bridal pictures, any kind of pictures you're gonna need for your wedding on your own. I am all about weddings on a budget. I specifically splurged for my venue, I splurged for my videographer, but like, I personally wanted a stunning venue and I didn't have real flowers. I had my best friend whose wedding we're talking about now right now, Bonique, she helped me with my cake. Like, certain costs I personally decided to cut because I wanted to splurge in other areas. Harmony, the one who takes my photos constantly, she is absolutely amazing. But now she is a full-time photographer, full-time creator, and she's no longer charging what I paid for her. I found her very early on when she was just getting started, so I got a really good deal on her. But photography is very expensive. And honestly, personally, I would pay an arm and a leg for Harmony. But if she's not in the budget, or the photographer you want is not in the budget for engagement pictures or bridal shower pictures or bachelorette party pictures, you can do it on your own. And I am here to show you how. So that's what today's video is going to be about. If you're here for the wedding series, you're engaged, you're wedding planning, congratulations. I'm so freaking happy for you. I wish you literally nothing but the best and the most happiness in the entire world. I'm sure you deserve it, but let's get into the video. In this video, I'm not going to be showing too many of the photos that I've took, or specifically ones that I know she's absolutely gonna love, because some of her family is here. Hey y'all. And I don't want y'all to see them before the cards are printed or before, you know, she gets the opportunity to show you. So I'm going to be very selective as to what I show you here today. But if you want to follow along, I will post them later on my Instagram once she's able to get them to the eyes she wants them to see first. Bonique enlisted my help to help her with the engagement photos. As you guys know, I freaking love creating. Like, I'm never ever considered myself like a photographer by any means, but I do take my own photos. I do take my own photos for like ads or for campaigns or for shoots, things like that, and that I do style myself. I do shoot myself most of the time. I took these for my girl over at Crafted Kindly. I'm kind of familiar with the entire thing. My Instagram, I like to think, is kind of popping or whatever as far as my photos go, but I just recently leveled up my photo game. So for these pictures, you honestly can take it on your phone, but I personally use my Canon, and I just have had this for quite a while. This is the Canon Rebel T6. Can't remember how much it was. I will link it down below just so you know. I think it was like 6 something. Horace got it for me one year for Christmas, but I've had this for a very long time. I actually used to film my YouTube videos on here, and then we upgraded to what we film on now. The quality for videos, I wasn't personally in love with. You can always get another lens. You don't have to get another camera, but I personally wanted another camera that I could flip and see the screen. This one, you can see the screen in the back. You just can't flip it over. So I did use my Canon, but when I tell you, you can shoot on your phone. When I first started, I filmed my YouTube videos on my phone. Whatever means necessary, do that, girl. Like, there's so much you can do in editing and sharpening things, and you can take the picture on your phone. You are gonna get better quality pictures if you have a camera or know somebody who has a camera. Ask them if they'll mind, you know, taking 30 minutes to an hour to help you out, or ask if you can borrow the camera. You can set set it up on a tripod and take your own pictures. I know it sounds crazy, but you can do it. We're cutting costs. We have a wedding to plan, girl. I personally took it on my Canon, but again, especially if you have an iPhone Max, girl, you better use that and take your pictures. That's what I use. Next, we're gonna talk about location. So I personally love outside. We are in Texas. They wanted something like in a field. She did send me this photo that Eric really liked. Eric is her fiance. This was kind of their inspiration for their shoot. And I already knew we were gonna be outside. I love outdoors. My ceremony was outdoors. I know their venue is outdoors. So that's what we were going for. You can always find something local. There's this girl that I follow on Instagram. We went to college together. She took hers like at the Pearl and they came out so freaking good. You can literally take pictures anywhere. Photo shoot that we did for my merch, we winded up in like a random villa type thing when we were supposed to be somewhere else. You can literally do it anywhere. We were just in an open field. We personally were at Cibolo Nature Center here in Bernie. Bernie has a lot of cute places, so does Fredericksburg Comfort. If you're not in Texas, just Google something around you. But yeah, you can literally shoot anywhere. The one that we chose was Nature Center. It was open to everybody. You could kind of walk the trails or do whatever it was that you please, and that's where we went. And then I chose the time by just looking at my weather app, and it tells me what time the sun sets, and I think this time's the sunset like at 6:45. So I wanted to let Monique know that I wanted to start shooting at 5:30 because I want to get that golden hour. It's like the perfect time to shoot. Nothing's blown out too much. Some of the pictures you will see that the sun was in, you know, higher places than others, but it all came out really good, and it's nothing we can't fix in editing, girl. That's how I chose my location, that's how I chose my time, and that's what I shot on. So next, and then from there, I just looked at the photos for the first time, and like I told you, I wept. Now that I'm going to start editing these photos, I picked a select few that I really love, and I saved them to I sent them to my phone because I want to be able to show you how to do this on your phone. I do have a laptop, but I couldn't figure out some behind the scenes stuff, but so we're gonna do it on the phone, but that way it's more convenient for you guys too to do it on the phone. So it was really hard for me to pick some pictures. I'm so freaking picky when it comes to pictures. I love a photographer that tells me like, lift your chin, drop your shoulders, look at this, look at that, like very specific. So the poses that we chose, we just went to Pinterest. I just went to Pinterest and I will pull it up. All I did was type in engagement photos, and most of them were outside, and we just pulled inspirations. I pulled ones that I really like. These are the ones that we chose specifically that we kind of took inspiration from. And because Monique is in a wheelchair, I wanted to make sure that I got a lot of them where they were sitting down, things that were more accommodating to her. So whatever it is that you need accommodations for, you can make it work. And that's another reason why I personally like that I was able to take their photos for them, because it's more personal. And you know, if you're uncomfortable for any kind of reason, if you have a friend there for you, they're gonna know that. Like I know my best friend Claudia, she would be like, no girl, you do not look good in this, do this, do that, do this. So I was able to be that for Monique, and I'm so grateful that I was there and that she let me capture this moment for her, because I can't tell you enough how precious it was. So that was our posing. Those are posing ideas. Again, just go to Pinterest. If you need to go back to your phone and for reference, do that. I mean, there are no rules here. Whatever it is you need, but that's where I usually pull my photo ideas from, is Pinterest. We're not gonna talk about how whitewashed it is, how you can't find any brown skin girls on there, but you know, that's a different story for a different time. But Pinterest does have a lot of really good stuff. So then after that, so I did pull the pictures that I want to edit already. Again, I'm not going to show you too much, but to edit these photos, all I do is I downloaded Lightroom onto my phone. So you do have to pay for Lightroom, but I think they have like a 7-day free trial or a free trial of some sort. So wait to start that free trial until after you take your pictures and you're sitting down to edit, because then you don't have to pay for anything. I know. So what I do pay for though is I will go to Etsy, and this is how I do most of my Instagram photos, this is how I edit most of my photos. I am not at all a genius or a photographer in the sense that I know how to use Photoshop and Lightroom and that kind of stuff. Most of mine are presets. These are all presets that I buy from Etsy. So there's creators on Etsy or people on Etsy who will do all of these things already for you, who are professional photographers or have studied, you know, photos or whatever. And they will make presets for you, sell them to you on Etsy super cheap. They're like 99 cents, $1, $2, whatever it is that you like. And that's it. So I'm just going to start screen recording, and I am going to go to Etsy, and from Etsy I'm just going to type in wedding presets, because I feel like we don't want anything that's like Instagram or too much color differentiation. I love a natural looking photo. I don't like to see too much. I just don't like when it's overdone. I like a very natural photo, and I know Bonique is very much that way, and like she doesn't like the glitz and the glamour. She's very simple. So we're gonna go for a very classic looking something. Okay, so $388, $749, but that's for 5 different ones. We don't need that many. So like this one's a natural one. I think I have that one already. This one's a wedding one. That's kind of okay. So I like this one. So then they also show you the before and then the afters. So this is kind of what, it might be too bright for me, honestly. I'm gonna save this as a favorite, and I'm just going to keep looking through here. Earthy wedding, and I might buy more than one but that's just me. I'm very picky, so I'm gonna heart a few of these that I like. While you're shopping though, it's very important to note that your skin tone and your partner's skin tone. So for me, my husband and I are very different complexions. He is black and I am Mexican, so finding lighting that works for us, that doesn't blow me out but also you don't lose him in contrast, it's kind of more difficult. But that's something you should pay attention to also. That's just a tip for if you're interracial or whatever the case may be. If you're looking for presets and you're not white or you're not that light, you're darker, you're a medium skin tone, you want to look for presets that aren't going to blow you out, because I've noticed that a lot of them will like turn up the brightness really high and they're not for your color skin tone. So that's something that's important to pay attention to. All right, and some of them do have promotions. A lot of them do have promotions where it's like buy 3 get 1 free, and if you buy from all of the same creator, then you can, you know, get a deal on it that way too. I do really love this one. I know for a fact I want this one, so I'm gonna add this one to my cart. And then it will tell you, once you download Lightroom, it will tell you how to install these presets on your app. So I'm going to do all that, and I'll be right back when we're ready to edit some pictures. Okay, that literally took freaking forever. My back hurts, but we got it. So now I'm going to screen record and show you how to get them onto your phone after you've downloaded Lightroom. I'm gonna open my email, and from my email it should just tell me that I have an Etsy transaction. Download my purchase. I'm gonna hit view your files on Etsy, and when I do that, it's going to open it up, and then it'll be a little pop-up at the bottom. It says your order contains 4 digital files, and then I'm just gonna view downloads. Download. I'm going to save them to my files. To my downloads. Save. And I'm just going to do that with each one that I need to download. Make sure you're downloading the one that says mobile preset. That's the only one that you need. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna put my glasses on for this just because I want to be able to actually edit these things. I figured out how to add it to my Lightroom. I will pop in my screen record here. From the files that you download, once you download them, you need to open the files tab on your phone. If you have an option to save them to your camera roll, save them to your camera roll. And then from your camera roll, you're gonna go to Lightroom, you're gonna add, and then you're gonna add from camera roll. And it's kind of confusing because mine didn't pop up the actual picture, so you have to pay attention to which order you're going in. But the previous presets that I've bought have popped up on my camera roll, so I don't know if that's just my internet lagging or what it is, but you're just gonna have to add each one individually. It is time consuming, but once you add them, they're all gonna be there. So now that all of our presets are set, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section down below. I will do my best to help you. And if you can't figure it out, or if I can't figure it out, always Google how to add presets to Lightroom in such and such phone that you have. And YouTube literally has everything, so there's that. I'm gonna open my Lightroom, and we're actually going to edit one of the photos. From my camera roll, pick one of the ones that I downloaded. Again, I don't wanna use one with their face. Then once I have the photo pulled up, I'm gonna go to the bottom where it says presets. I'm gonna hit presets, and then I'm literally going to go through every single one of the presets that I just bought and see which one I love the most. Hate that. Maybe. Okay, so I think my favorite was Boho Wedding 4 or 6. I like 4. So we're gonna go with 4. And then we can always adjust the light if we need to, the exposure, whatever it is, however it is you like your pictures, do that to them. You can also get rid of like discoloration and things like that. Yeah. So you can go in and clear up skin if you want to clear up skin. It's really up to you how you want to do things. So that is that. I'm going to show you our picture before. This is our picture before, and this is our picture after. Again, girl, you can do anything in Lightroom. That is how you can go and take and edit your own pictures for your wedding. We want to cut costs where we can. If you have any questions, again, let me know in the comment section down below. If there's anything I didn't cover, if there's anything I didn't answer. I think that was everything. I showed you how to download it. I showed you how to put it on your phone. I showed you how to access it from Lightroom, and then play with it. Whatever it is you love. If you use this tutorial, if it helps you, tag me in your pictures, please, please, please. I absolutely want to see them. You don't have to actually tag me in like the picture, but like tag me in the comments. That way I can see it. And good luck, all the well wishes. Congratulations if you're getting married, and be prepared because you're going to get wedding content galore. I'm so freaking stoked. So yeah, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.